English viewers. Today I'll be talking about Navamsa chart and how you can understand the basics of Navamsa D9 chart. So before I begin, I would like to tell you something very nice that whenever you understand about these divisional charts, you try to understand first the basics of astrology. Like you might have seen that whenever we talk about ninth division of a particular D1 chart, which is called as Navamsa, it's a divisional chart. But what it indicates, some people might tell you that after marriage it gets activated, or some people will say, oh, if this planet is placed in this Navamsa, this gives this result. Vaguely, they will talk about anything. But one thing you need to keep in mind is, while understanding Navamsa, that this gets activated from your birth only. Okay, every planet that is placed in your D1 chart, that goes to your Navamsa D9 chart. That particular amsha will tell what is the bhagya, luck of that particular planet placed in D1 chart, which goes to some Navamsas in D9 chart. So it basically tells the bhagya, the luck of all the planets which are placed in D1 chart, and whenever they get activated, the Navamsa of that particular planet, the luck of that particular planet, the bhagya of that particular planet, which is visible from D9 chart, gets activated. Before you before you understand divisional charts, one thing you need to keep in mind, you need to understand birth time rectification, because without birth time rectification, you can never find out the correct Navamsa divisional charts, because Navamsa chart changes after every 4 minutes. So you cannot find out the correct Navamsa until unless you know the correct time. Without that, everything that you will predict will be vague and incomplete and rubbish totally. So firstly, you need to understand what is birth time rectification. After that, you begin with understanding what is Navamsa, what is ninth division of D1 chart, divisional chart, Navamsa, D9 chart. So now, suppose the seventh house lord in your D1 chart is Mars. It is placed in Gemini sign in D1 chart. It goes to Aries sign in Navamsa, D9 chart. So what it indicates? It indicates the luck whenever you will get married. What will happen after marriage? This placement tells you that. So it basically is luck of your marriage. What is the bhagya of your marriage? Whenever you will get married or whenever you will get into partnership with someone, what will happen? How it will be? How lucky you will be in that? What exactly things will happen after that? So that amsha, that Navamsa sign and the placement of that planet in Navamsa will tell you exactly what will happen. Now suppose the 10th house lord, which is Saturn in D1 chart, is placed in Sagittarius sign and it goes to Virgo Navamsa in D9 chart. So it will tell how your career will go whenever you will start your career, whenever, how it will go. This placement of in Navamsa chart, Saturn will tell how exactly your career will go when it begins. Okay, will it be smooth or will it be rough, or will it go with some highs and lows in your career? So this is what basically the placement of planets in Navamsa tells. Whenever they get activated, each planet gets activated at different time, and Navamsa tells you the bhagya of that planet, the luck of that planet, whenever it gets activated. So similarly, 11th house, suppose your 11th house is Jupiter sitting in Taurus sign in your D1 chart, it goes to Cancer, Navamsa in your D9 chart. So it will tell what will happen after you start your career, you start getting gains and opportunities. So what kind of things you are going to get, how it will be, what will be the fruits of it, how will be the bhagya, how will be the luck of it. So it will tell that. So before you understand all this, you need to know certain more basics, like you need to know the nakshatras. There are total 27 nakshatra, and if you divide the nakshatras, 27 nakshatra, you need to divide it like first 9 nakshatra, then another 9 nakshatra, then another 9 nakshatra, like this. You divide it in 3 parts: first 9, second 9, third 9. Now similarly, in your chart you have got 12 houses. Now 12 signs. Now starting from Aries to Cancer sign, the first 9 nakshatra come in those 4 signs. Like every nakshatra start with a Ketu nakshatra. Like in nakshatra series, first nakshatra is Ashwini, which belongs to Ketu, and it goes to ninth nakshatra, which is of Mercury, which is basically Ashlesha nakshatra. These all 9 nakshatra comes from Aries sign to Cancer sign, goes one by one. If you check out, you will find out it goes from Ketu to Mercury nakshatra only. And if you do the divisions, you will find out. These all things are very basic. You need to understand first all these things. Then only you can judge what exactly is going to happen in Navamsa. Then you need to understand this Atmakarka, Amatyakarka, Bhatrikarka, Matrikarka, Putrikarka, Gnatikarka, and Darakarka. These are the degrees, the highest degree planet. Except for Rahu Ketu, all the other 7 planets, they have got some degrees. So highest degree is Atmakarka, then second highest Amatikarka, then Bhratikarka, then Matrikarka, then Putrikarka, then Gnatikarka, and then the lowest degree planet is called as Darakarka. These are very important things before you understand any divisional chart. Now coming to your I will explain one by one with the these first Navamsa charter. Now, first I will start with Mars. Over here, I will understand. We will understand together that how Mars is behaving. Now, Mars is basically 7th house lord in this kundli, and it is placed in Gemini sign in D1 chart. Now, as you can see, Mars is looking like sitting in its enemy sign, and it's going towards debilitation because the next sign is Cancer sign. So it's almost like very difficult position of Mars. But what will happen if suppose this person gets into business partnership or gets married? What will happen exactly? We'll see that. We'll check the Navamsa. Whenever this person will get married or gets into partnership, Mars is getting placed into Mesh, Aries Navamsa. Aries Navamsa is coming in the 10th house of Navamsa chart, D9 chart, which looks very good. It's sitting in its own sign, Aries Navamsa, which is looking very strong. And even in the Kendra, highest of Kendra, 10th house, means after marriage, whenever the business starts, whenever the partnership she does, whenever she gets married, he or she gets married, whosoever's kundli is this person particularly will see a rise in status, a rise in career, upliftment in career. The only trouble where she will face is that Mars is looking towards the 4th house with 7th aspect. So somewhere there will be disturbances in the home environment. Why home environment? The Mars aspect, 7th aspect, disturbing this 4th house. Okay, that's the only thing it will do. And one more thing, you can even find out how exactly the spouse could be. Now, over here, Aries Navamsa. Aries is basically in the Kalpurush Kundli, it's the first sign. It's a very strong sign. A person is the Aries Lagna people, the Aries ascendant people, Aries people are mostly very energetic, very defensive in nature. They are ready to take a stand like a commander, athletic people. So maybe if not, then his or her spouse would definitely be doing exercise in the daily routine, maybe gym and all, or would be very health conscious, very fitness conscious, something like that. Or even he or she could be in like some, sort of maybe in some army or navy or police officer. This also is possible. Anything, okay, athlete or something. Now coming to another planet. Okay, now we'll talk about the 10th house lord planet, which is also 9th house lord planet, Saturn. Saturn is sitting in here in Sagittarius, and now when we see it in Navamsa, it is sitting in the Virgo sign. What it indicates? Firstly, it indicates that Saturn going in the third house of Navamsa chart, D9 chart. It indicates that for her career, for her luck, she need to work really hard. She need to put her skills, strength, willpower in her career, even in her, for her luck. If she or he will do it very carefully, responsibly, then luck will favor her. Why? Because Saturn sitting in the 3rd house of Navamsa chart is aspecting 9th house. So whenever he or she will put efforts, will work hard, will do everything with hard work, responsibly, with the willpower and strength, then their luck will favor her, his or her, I mean. So that we can understand from here. And sitting in Virgo Navamsa, what is Virgo sign? Virgo sign is basically the 6th house sign. So her career, his or her career, could be related to some services, maybe service oriented person, maybe service giving person, doctors, all the doctors, all the lawyers, even the service providers. Like, you have got so many service provider companies these days which provide service to you, any kind of service, like the marriage service they provide, the astrology services they provide, even the web designing services they provide. There are so many companies right now. There's so many, you will find even rental property services they provide. So all kind of services. So somewhere his or her career could be dual, means duality is there in his or her career, and plus service providing, some career, something related to service providing, where he or she will provide service to others, to society, okay, like that. One can clearly understand. So it's not bad, but he or she need to put a lot of effort in his or her career, then only luck will favor. Now coming to Venus. Venus is Atmakarka over here, highest degree planet. It is sitting in the Lagna ascendant, in the Taurus sign in D1 chart, looking very strong. Now it is the Lord of first house and sixth house. It is going to first house of Norman chart in Cancer sign, which indicates that this person is very strong, personality wise also and health wise also. And whenever Atmakarka, highest degree planet of your D1 chart, goes to the first house of Navamsa, D9 chart, that means wherever the sign lies, like in this Kundali, we can see it is going into Cancer Navamsa in the first house. Your life's purpose is towards your mother, your motherland. Okay. So somewhere you will be doing something, providing service to your own country people, motherland. You will do something for your motherland, for your mother. Your karma, your somewhere life's journey is towards your motherland, your mother. Okay. This indicates. And that too, it's sitting very prominently in the first house of the Navansha chart and in the Cancer Navansha. So whenever this goes like this in the Navansha, it indicates you have very strong indication of your life's journey towards some purpose, and that purpose, as you can see from the Cancer Navansha, is towards mother and motherland. Okay. Now coming to another planet, which is Rahu. Now Rahu is sitting in its Mool Trikona sign, Aquarius sign in the D1 chart. It's looking very strong, and in the 10th house, very strong Rahu. Now it is going in the 5th house of the Norman chart. I told you, whenever you will see any planet in the Kendras and in the 5th and 9th house of Norman chart, they are very strong. Okay. Whenever they will get activated, like Rahu here will get activated at 36. So whenever it will get activated, it will give effects of the 10th house from the D1 chart and the 5th house of the Norman chart. Over here, it is sitting in the 5th house. Firstly, it is indicating whatever he or she will do in his or her career, it will give fame. 5th house is all about fame. Uh, Fame, and one can work with selling of product selling. Okay, 5th house is also about product selling, fame, these all things. And because it is in the sign of Scorpio Nomanch, Scorpio is basically 8th house sign. So because Rahu is somewhere denoting his or her career, so Scorpio Nomanch indicates that his or her career, as you can even see from the D1 chart, 10th Lord is sitting in the 8th house. His or her career will somewhere be in the research and analysis. And when this Rahu will get activated, his or her mind will be completely involved into research and analysis, deep research and analysis. So this is his or her life's purpose also. So whenever that planet will get activated, I have already told you, whatever the planet sitting in the Lagna chart, whenever they will get activated, they will not even just get activated in the Lagna chart, D1 chart. They will also get activated in the D9 chart and rest other divisional charts. Okay, until as they get activated, you can't find the result from the divisional charts. Okay, you have to activate them, then only you can see the result, similar result in the D9 and other charts. For 7th house, some people will say, if not got married, then what? You might have been into a relationship with some person, then also it got married, it got activated. Even when you started some partnership business, then also it got activated. Even not business partnership, we do sort a lot of teamwork projects, then also it gets activated, 7th house Lord. Okay, then you can see how it will work for you through your Navansha chart and your other divisional charts. Okay, it simply means that. Then coming to Ketu. Ketu here is sitting in 4th house of D1 chart in the Leo sign. Ketu is in the nakshatra of Magha, in its own nakshatra. It's very strongly placed in 4th house. Ketu somewhere indicates about how will be the happiness, how will be the home environment. So somewhere there is like separation from the home environment and the happiness. But here when you see it in the Nomansha, So whenever Ketu will get activated, means Rahu also will get activated along with it. Then only Ketu will behave, because separation will come only when he or she will be moving towards Rahu. Okay. Now whenever he or she will be moving towards Rahu, then only Ketu will get activated, because he or she will get separated. So now Ketu in Navamsa chart, D9 chart, sitting in the 11th house, tells that after achieving all the desires of Rahu, sitting in the fifth house of Navamsa chart, he or she will later go towards the 11th house of Ketu. So Ketu sitting over here will tell, because Ketu is in the Taurus Navamsa. Taurus is all about family, stability, and income. That's it. So later he or she will move towards Ketu and will only focus on family, stability, and source of income. But first he or she will complete Rahu, and later will move towards Ketu, and Ketu is sitting in the Taurus Navamsa. So his or her desires will be at the end of the journey of life, will be towards Ketu. Ketu is showing the last desires of her this life, and these desires will be to have a stability, have a family, and a fixed source of income. That's it. But first he or she will work towards Rahu sitting in the fifth house. Will do lot of research analysis, will work on name, fame, getting everything, all those things, areas into career and everything. Later, when all the desires are completed, will move towards Ketu, and Ketu is sitting in the Taurus Navamsa, indicating towards family, stability, and fixed source of income. Okay, this indication. Then coming towards Jupiter. Jupiter is lord of 8th house and 11th house, sitting in first house in Lagna chart. Quite good. But because it's a lord of 8th house, somewhere it shows troubles. But because the person is into research and analysis, his or her career into research, and so along with difficulties, it will be very helpful in research and analysis, and will give a lot of gains and opportunities too. Now, when you check the Navamsa chart, it is sitting in the Kendra, first house of Navamsa chart, and that too in the Cancer Navamsa, where it gets exalted. Now, talking about Jupiter sitting in the Kendra, and that too in Cancer Navamsa, it tells that Jupiter here becomes very strong. Whenever Jupiter will get activated for this particular person, whenever he or she will start researching in life, will start working towards his or her career, so somewhere difficulties will come along with a lot of research and analysis. He or she will get good gains and opportunities too. So this also indicates that Jupiter sitting in the Kendra Bhav, first house of Navamsa, and that too in the Cancer Navamsa, it so shows that he or she, this particular person, has got bigger karmas, bigger purpose of life towards research analysis. Okay, and through that he or she will get a lot of good name, fame, and good gains and opportunities too, sitting in the Kendra. Okay, and very strongly sitting, it gets exalted over in Cancer sign. Jupiter gets exalted, so it is somewhere indicating a very good signal for it, though it is 8th house lord. But because the career also lies towards research analysis, that means he or she will get lot of good things from research analysis, lot of gains and a lot of name and fame also from here, sitting in the first house. And not just that, I have already told you, whenever Cancer Navamsa comes, that means somewhere your own life's purpose, pending purpose, is towards your mother and motherland. You have to serve. That means over here, through his or her knowledge, she or he has to serve his or her mother and motherland, means all the public. Okay, through his or her knowledge and service, these both things, knowledge and service of what? Research and analysis, subjects which are into research and analysis. So this is what this kundali is talking about. I have already discussed. Now this video is made both in Hindi and English. Next video I'll be talking about taking an example of one of the prominent persons kundali, and there I will explain how this Navamsa works. Till then, if you still find it difficult to understand, please do comment. Please do, you can mail to me. I will explain you. It's very easy. Whosoever doesn't understand how to see Navamsa chart and all the other divisional charts, it's very easy. You just need to decode all these things. You need to research and decode how it is working. Okay, things looks really complicated when we understand astrology, but if you decode it properly, one can clearly find out what is inside it, and we can find out the purpose of his or her life. Thank you so much. If you really like this video, please do subscribe to my channel, Deep Astro Universe. Thank you.